Guys, welcome again to another video. It's your girl here, Cheenaylo, and I'm here to share this wonderful news with you guys. To my old and new subscribers, thank you guys for coming in. Thank you for being here with me, and I appreciate you all. So, based on my last video, I actually mentioned about a new pilot program which the Canadian government has announced, and today I'm giving it out to you guys to let you know that it's actually the Caregiver Pilot Program. It also entails of a pathway to becoming a permanent resident in Canada. So moving on, this program was announced by the government of Canada on the 3rd of June this year. And the program was actually rolled out to replace the home caregiver program and the home support worker pilot program that just recently ended on the 13th of July of, I think it's the 17th of July this year as well. Anyways, those programs that just ended, they are now being put under one umbrella of this caregiver pilot program actually. So it is designed to provide home care workers with permanent residence on arrival in Canada. It means that once you apply for this program and you are given a job as you're arriving in Canada, you have the opportunity to be given a PR, a permanent residency, which means they will also allow you to work for an organization and provide temporary or part-time care for people who are semi-independent or recovering from an injury or illness. I'm actually talking about the people that you'll be caring for as a caregiver. Those are the kind of people that caregivers do care for. So why was this program rolled out? Firstly, there is an increase in demand for caregivers to support Canadian families. There is a labor shortage. Yes, there are so many people who need care. There are kids who need support, especially those special needs, those those with special needs. They need care, they need support, and the labor market is short. That is why they're rolling out this program in order to entice or bring in skilled workers from abroad, from outside Canada. So number two, this program contributes to Canada's economic growth by attracting skilled workers, just like I mentioned. So it's going to help the economic growth of Canada by bringing in skilled workers, those who are eligible, those who are skilled, and those who have been in the business for a little while. It helps to bring them into the country and help the growth of the Canadian economy. Now, if we look at this all, you ask yourself, what is actually the benefit of this program? Number one, it provides permanent residency to foreign caregivers. If you're a foreigner and you're coming into the country for this particular program, you're looking for a job and you're applying for a caregiver program, you are eligible to come in as a permanent resident. Once you get a job and your employer has provided that, yes, you can come into the country and work as a caregiver, you also are eligible to gain a permanent residency status. Now, secondly, caregivers can work in Canada as home childcare provider or home support worker. Like I mentioned earlier, these two things are under one stream, under one umbrella, which is the Caregiver Pilot Program. Now, if you apply to come in as a caregiver and you can do what's it called, the home support worker or the childcare provider, they all fall under the same umbrella. Thirdly, caregivers are eligible to sponsor their family members for permanent residency in Canada. Once you're in Canada and okay, you have a family member and you want them to come in and join you here, you are eligible to bring them in as permanent residents. So for the eligibility requirements, you are required to attain a minimum of level 4 based on the Canadian language benchmark, which is the CLB. So that is the minimum requirement that is the minimum level that is required of you. It has to do with the IELTS qualification. Once you are able to speak English or French, whichever one you can go ahead and do that one, because English and French is the Canadian official language. So whichever one is easier for you, you go ahead and do it. Mind you, the minimum requirement is just level CLB4. So moving on, we have the recent relevant work experience. If you have a recent relevant work experience in the child caregiver stream, you can as well apply, but I'm guessing it's going to be like a 2 years minimum of work experience and above. Once you have 2 years and above, you're eligible to apply as well. Then you also need to hold the equivalent of a Canadian high school diploma. If you have an equivalent of the Canadian high school diploma, you're good to go. You just need to find your transcript or your certificate and then submit it to WES so that they can be able to evaluate your documents and know. And then from there, you can find out if it meets the minimum requirements. Then on the fourth one, you need to receive an offer before you can be able to apply. An offer, you get a job offer from wherever, any Canadian employer under the caregiver stream. There are so many places you can be able to apply. There are places like Sask Jobs, which has to do with Saskatchewan and Lone, where I reside in. It's called Sask Job. There is the Job Bank. That one has to do with the whole of Canada. And there is Indeed.ca. Those are places that you can be able to look for jobs, and I will make sure to put the link of all those websites, all those sites where you can apply for a job in my description box. So look out for all that. And also for the Canadian language benchmark, I'll try as much as possible to attach the link for where you can be able to check your score and find out if you can be able to meet up with the minimum requirement or the minimum language benchmark. I'll put all those links in the description box. And don't forget to check them out, apply for the ones you can be able to apply to, and follow the due process. And I think you'll definitely get something one way or the other. So if you find this video interesting, or there is someone you know that also falls into one of these categories, do make sure to share this video to them. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section, and I'll be sure to reply whatever questions you may have. And thank you, because we have come to the end of today's video.